The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting groups. If you'd like to produce a show, call us at 260-421-1250.
Let me be your lighthouse so I can show you the way. Let me be your shining light, I'll keep you from drifting away. I'm the one that makes you try when...
Hello, this is Patty Hunter of Patty's Page. I'm here at the Fort Wayne Urban League Center. I do believe it's called Center.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Jonathan Ray.
How you doing, Patty?
President, El Presidente of this center. So, how did you become involved with Fort Wayne Urban League?
Well, I've kind of been a social worker for my entire professional career, and prior to working at the Urban League, I was the county director for the welfare office, child protection and public assistance. And when they recruited me here, it just seemed like a nice opportunity and to do some good things in the community, and I'm here.
How long have you been here?
I've been here for the last 12 years.
12 years, and they still... Well, anyways,
Sometimes.
they treat you... what is the mission of the Fort Wayne Urban League?
The Urban League is focused on empowering communities and changing lives, and we do that by providing programs that allow people to be the captain of their own ship. I think that's important for someone to, take charge, because, there's always going to be an opportunity for success. Not everybody has the same opportunity, but there's an opportunity to succeed, and we want people to take advantage of those things. So the things that we do are all client-driven, whether we're talking about employment for adults, whether we're talking about housing issues for adults, or we're talking about some of the more youth-focused programs like after-school services, tutoring, mentorship, or even work opportunities for our young people in the community. It's all based around the client's ability to be the leader and move forward in their own self-determination.
So the people that you help, are they all African American, or are they mixed, or just what?
We help anyone who has a need for services. Our client breakdown is in our youth activities are more African American. Certainly in our housing program where we help 268 people avoid foreclosure, and in this community, what that represents is like $79,000 for each foreclosure, and that represents in its totality more than $21 million.
That's not
and in that program, we probably serve more. Well, we do serve more non-African Americans than African Americans.
Do you deal with inner city kids?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the Urban League is really all about serving the urban community. So clearly serving kids, African American kids and kids in the inner city is key to what we do. We have a program called a Youth Empowerment Program, UYEP, and what that program is focused on is helping young people find out where their career path is going to end up. So we work with kids between 14 and 24, and the focus is to prepare them for life after they get out of high school, or for some kids, just prepare them for moving on into adulthood. The tough thing that young people are struggling with, I think all over, is making the transition from childhood to adulthood. And a part of that is really not having a viable way to take care of themselves. So looking at your career path and finding all the nuances that will allow you to go that path makes a difference. And in addition to that kind of training and work readiness, we give each person who participates in that program an opportunity to have a work experience during the summer.
Do you have counselors?
We partner counselors as in what, like mental health counselors?
Either health or mental health or drugs or alcohol.
We don't have any of those things. We
Yeah.
partner with people in the community who can provide that support.
Yeah. But-
We have Park Center is located in our building,
Mhm.
so if someone has some mental health issues or concerns, we can send them down there, as well as if you have any issues in terms of substance abuse. We do have people who counsel people on housing, counsel on first-time homeowners, and they're certified by a national source, Neighborhood Works, to do that type of thing. And certainly we have youth counselors who provide the training that young people need.
And children who get abused.
People, like I said, I mean,
You have people networking. Really.
we network. I mean, we can't be everything to everybody. Our focal point is really in 4 pillars. I mean, we're going to really be about employment, education, health and wellness, and advocacy. So in terms of those other things that people need to be whole, we have good partners in the community that we source out.
Now, this was started when?
The Urban League of Fort Wayne was started in actually 1920, and with that, it was the Phyllis Wheatley Center, and then it converted to being the Urban League in 1948. So we've been around for just about 100 years, 97 years, and been doing good work
3
in this
more
community.
years, and you have 100 years. Are you going to celebrate and all that?
We'll make it a big deal. We celebrated the National Urban League's 100th anniversary back in 2010.
So would you do like a street party or something?
We're just everything that we do. We'll have it as a centennial event where people we can emphasize how long we've been in the community serving people.
Oh, I hope I can be able to. Can I do some filming of it?
Oh, absolutely.
Marvelous. Oh, listen. When you do celebrate, will it be just in this area, or will it be throughout the whole city?
We'll try to do it in everything that we do. Let's say that we have 3 fundraising opportunities each year. We have a Read and Rise Gala, which takes place out north, actually on the Parkview campus, the Murrow Center. And we have a Run Walk event, which is centered around the Urban League. And then we have our Gala Extravaganza, which takes place in November. And that will be at the Grand Wayne Center downtown.
Grand Wayne? Oh, la la. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Between 1920 and 2017, how has the league changed over those years?
Well, you know what? The Urban League now is a lot like the Urban League was before. The Urban League, when it was established, 100 years ago nationally, it was really established around employment and housing, particularly for African Americans who were migrating from the rural South to the industrial North. So getting adjusted to a metropolitan area, and then also finding work in that area. The Urban League nationally is really focused on self-sufficiency, and certainly the Fort Wayne Urban League as well. So that main theme of service has been something that the Urban League continues to do, and is at the forefront of our services.
Do you do anything with the mayor himself?
Yeah, we have several initiatives that we work with the mayor on. We certainly partner with the mayor and Irick Headley as it relates to their program that they're putting forth, and we want to be a good partner for anyone that's making life better for all people. And we have just so many partners in the community that we support, and they support us as well.
Hey, that's cool. And the mission, has it been improved or the same?
I mean, every 5 years, every 5 years you kind of go through a strategic plan, and it might you might tweak the mission just a bit. But the essence of what
ain't broke, it's okay.
Yeah, that hasn't changed in terms of where our primary focuses are and what we do for the community and how we can be an asset to people who need services.
Who sponsors you? Do you have grants or you raise your own money?
We have grants, we raise our own money, we have some federal funding, some local government funding, and we pair that together to deliver service. I mean, funding's always an issue.
Yes.
I mean, there's an old saying, no margin, no mission. But we have people that believe in what we do and support us. If anyone is interested in supporting the Urban League, you can log on to our website at fwurbanleague.org, and you can give on our PayPal account.
PayPal?
Mm-hmm.
If they wanted like send a check or anything.
If they wanted to send a check, they could send a check to the Urban League at 2135 South Hannah.
Who came up with that?
Okay.
Pardon me. The programs like education and youth services, etc., what other services are there besides the education and youth?
Well, what we do is what I like to tell people is that when you look at a nonprofit, a lot of your impact is going to be seen down the line. But I like to tell people, what did we do last year? So in our last fiscal year, we helped 195 people find work, and that totaled more than $5 million in salaries over our last fiscal year.
Oh, that's good.
We also, like I told you earlier, we prevented 268 foreclosures. That represents $21 million in economic impact for the greater Fort Wayne area. All of the foreclosures didn't occur in Allen County. Some of them occurred in cities outside of Allen County that we helped prevent. But the Urban League, from an economic perspective, had a $26 million impact on our community. So, we do housing, we do employment, we have a very robust set of youth programs. We have after-school services where we target young people in their areas of need in terms of tutoring and remediation. We have a program called Read and Rise where we go out to the homes in this community and talk to parents who have children between 0 and 5 and help them take charge of their child's life educationally, so they become their child's first and best teacher. When you think about the Urban League and that kind of impact, we have a charter school across the street from our office.
Oh, you do? And
we have 154 students. We had 154 this past year. And 8 of our first graders went through our Read and Rise program. 100% of our students are on free and reduced lunch. And all eight of those kids were either at grade level for reading and language arts, or above grade level. Now, when you compare that with the 22 other first graders, only 4 of them, or 25% of them, were on target. So we know that the Read and Rise program is absolutely effective, and it actually creates a literacy champion right there in the home for the child, that he can be pushed, or she can be pushed to be successful, not just as a toddler, but on through school.
Do you your services, are they free?
Also, all of our services are free.
Do you have volunteers?
We we have some volunteers, some of it's paid. Now we do have a program, an entrepreneurship program, and for that program we do have a tuition that people pay who want to go through and be helped with making a business plan and on those lines. I think part of that is just to help people have a commitment.
Yeah.
So then we have to pay the instructor. So
Okay. Well, that helps. But that comes through the grants.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a grant for that one, so that one is it's certainly important because a lot of people they have difficulty getting jobs. I mean, sometimes it's
school, not enough school.
Sometimes it's that. Sometimes it's they have a issue with maybe having a record. Sometimes, man, sometimes people are afraid of minorities. All those things are true. It's not one or the other. It's all of it. But all of it plays a role. And for some people, it's easier to look at finding a way to earn a living through entrepreneurship than finding a job that will pay them enough to take care of themselves and their family.
Like trade schools?
We have a program called Build that focuses on the skilled trades and gives people an opportunity to find work in that area. We had 54 people go through the program, 53 completed, and all of the people who completed, we helped find work.
Wow. I'm glad you're here for the people in this community and throughout Allen County. You work with Allen County too?
We work with, Allen County Extended. I mentioned that we, in our foreclosure program, we go as far north as Michigan and as far east as parts of Ohio.
So that's your territory, so to speak. Is there more? You said there was a national
There's a National Urban
Yeah.
League, and there are 86 affiliates across the country. So there are 3 in Indiana,
Right.
and Gary, Indianapolis, and Anderson.
Oh,
So 3 more. So there's 4 actually, including Fort Wayne.
so you have a lot of people come to you.
Yeah, we have a lot of clients who come to us for services and interest in the areas that we can support them in.
How can we get the community involved with helping our kids?
I think that's a good question. I think most of the time, what happens when you're looking at getting people involved, you have to give them a reason why they should
A
care.
goal.
Not just a
Not
goal,
really a
because
cause.
you have to. If I'm not interested in the goal, then it's not going to be effective. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that your interest means that you have a dislike, but I'm an able-bodied person, so when I'm walking down the street, I'm not looking for lips in the sidewalk for a wheelchair ramp. It's not that I have any problem with people in wheelchairs; it's just not top of mind. So if I want people to be interested in the things that we're talking about, we have to give them a reason why they should be interested.
Something
How
for them.
how is this going to affect you and create a win-win opportunity? Part of that is getting people to have a personal connection with a specific group, and then that changes things. It's almost like my daughter. She ended up playing college basketball, but she played 6th grade basketball at one point. And when she was in the 6th grade, I would go to their games and I would root, and it would be fun. I'd be interested, totally engaged in every child who was participating in that event because I had a vested interest. But now, if you ask me to go to a 6th grade girls game, it'd be cruel and unusual punishment because I have no interest. I have nothing that's vesting
So
me.
they say, "What's in it for me?" That type of thing.
You have to somehow figure that out.
Yeah.
And when you make something concrete, not just abstract, in terms of it can't be so far off the person feels like
No.
it's never going to affect me. But if you can create a feeling of urgency and get people to engage because they either care about that group because they have a personal connection, or they care about themselves because they're concerned about their future, that's when we can really get community involvement. That's how you create it. It's not created by, hey, this is the right thing to do. It just will never work.
Well, sometimes people volunteer to forget themselves, their own problems, and helping others makes them feel good.
Yeah, I mean, but those honestly are the outliers. Absolutely. If you want a community to rock, if you want a community, the inertia to move things forward,
You have to give them the urge.
you have to. If you want the numbers, you have to give them a reason, and I think that's the key. If you can give people a reason that may be personal and may be self-centered, I think that's the key to getting community involved.
That's good. But it's good to help others.
It's good to help others, and there'll be people who want to do that. And if there's any volunteers out there in the community who are watching now, we need you. So come see us. You can call us at 745-3100.
I'll put that up too. So the events that you're going to be doing in 2017, how many are you doing again?
We do three events.
You said that.
The Reading Rights Gala is going to take place, took place June 25th. And our Urban Run Walk will take place September 17th. And our Gala Extravaganza will take place November 11th.
So the walk, where's that going to be?
It's going to emanate or start here. It'll be lots of free giveaways, very festive atmosphere. We're going to have bounce houses for the kids. We'll have things to eat and drink for people who come.
Yeah.
In fact, we'll have just a ton of giveaways, from a night stay in downtown Chicago with dinner, along with tickets to the symphony. Just lots of great things that'll be door prizes that you'll get just for participating.
So again, your website is?
fwurbanleague.org.
So they can go there, them, and see if they want to donate anything for your organization. They can go to there, and they can also see what's happening. And have you got 2018
The schedule, the calendar.
Yeah.
We don't have the calendar for 2018 up
Yeah.
yet, but we have everything that's going to take place in 2017.
But you
They-
keep your website updated, and everybody can see what's cooking and all that.
They can see what's happening. They can go to our Facebook and they can see the kind of
Yeah,
things that we're
Facebook
doing
too.
as well.
So, how can the community donate? Okay, they go on to your website and that. And the website, how can they personally reach you, or do you just not?
I mean, I'm available. If somebody wanted to call the number 745-3100, I'd love to meet with them because I want to give people an understanding of what the Urban League is. It's hard to give to something you don't know about. So I have a great video that tells a story. They used to say a picture's worth 1,000 words. I mean, I have a video. I think that's probably worth 1,000,000 words in terms of clients talking about their experience. And we wrap it all up in 5 minutes so people will get a good understanding of what we do and how we do it. So I'd love for anyone who's interested, who might be interested in learning more, just call me. I'd love to sit down with you and tell you about the Urban League and how you can participate if you want to write a check, or how you can participate if you want to volunteer.
That's cool. This is it 5 minutes? This
The video is just 5
video?
minutes.
Is that like a PSA or something like that?
It's not a PSA,
No.
but it's an information video.
About who you are.
Yeah,
what
about
you
who we are.
Right. I think that's great. I was just wondering, what am I wondering? How many volunteers and staff do you have here?
We probably have 100 people that have volunteered throughout the year, and we have around 30 to 31 staff that are either full-time, part-time, or contracted.
Oh, contracted.
Hmm.
And you don't have teachers. Do you have teachers?
We contract with some teachers
Yeah.
to provide expertise in math and things of that nature.
So this, what we're going to be watching for the next 5 minutes. Let's walk into that.
What this video does, it shows what the Urban League does, what we do. Not in its totality, it's just not enough time to put it in there, but it gives you a good feel for, what kinds of services are offered by the Fort Wayne Urban League and who we offer it to.
So this is Patty's Page, along with Jonathan Ray, the president, CEO of Fort Wayne Urban League. You're a nice person to interview. I really like that.
Well, you were very easy to talk to. Thank you.
So we're going to watch this 5-minute video and to say what they are and who, what, and where. Fort Wayne Urban League. So we'll see you. Catch you later.
Welcome to the Fort Wayne Urban League. Hi, I'm Jonathan C. Ray. The Urban League is a multi-service agency that's focused on empowering communities and changing lives. We do that by creating transformative programs that help people get to the next level. That's done in our employment program, where we help people not only find jobs but maintain living wage jobs. It's found in our housing program, where we're HUD certified. We help people buy homes, avoid foreclosures, and build budgets that help them live their lifestyle and also fit their income. In addition to that, we have youth programs that are focused on emergent literacy for our preschoolers, after-school services that provide tutoring and remediation for our school-age children. We have mentoring programs that are strong for all ages of children. The Urban League exists to improve the quality of life for all of our community. We help people have the courage to persevere and find their own American dream.
Hello, my name is Catherine O'Malley, and I work at the Fort Wayne Urban League in the housing department. I'm a housing counselor, and I help people who are in jeopardy of losing their home to foreclosure. I also help people who are buying their first home or of households that want to increase their financial sustainability through financial education. We are here to help.
Confusion, rejection, anger. We had lost all hope. We kept getting farther behind in our bills. There seemed to be no way to catch up. Then we found Fort Wayne Urban League. The process was made simple, easy by the staff here at Fort Wayne Urban League. It's just been a great experience. We had good news that we're able to keep our house. The foreclosure has stopped, and with their help, we'll be able to get back on track and make this work.
The biggest asset to having the Urban League in our community is having my children be allowed to go somewhere that's safe, and it's nice to know that I have assistance with helping my kids be better with their schoolwork. My kids can leave from their school to a learning center where there are structured activities and a learning lab and tutoring, and my kids have the luxury of just being blocks away from a library. In addition to Sunny being in like college prep type seminars and training, it's helping them get ready and look forward to college. We want college to be another step like middle school or high school, and making it a part of their everyday language is something that I really love about the Urban League. And now I believe because of one of the trips, we know that we're gonna do Ball State for this one.
Let's go Cardinals.
Read and Rise is an emergent literacy program that is offered here at the Urban League, free of charge for the families in our area. The difference between literacy and emergent literacy is emergent literacy really teaches the children how everything in their world is connected to literacy in some way. It's a 12-week program, and I go into the home. It's a comfortable environment for the children. It's a comfortable environment for the parents and the guardians. I really spend a lot of time trying to stimulate different senses, and you wouldn't think that picking up a crayon and scribbling on a piece of paper is part of literacy, but it really is. I do my best to teach the parents or grandparents or foster parents why it's important to do these things, why it's important to stimulate their children at a very early age. Their sensations really open up new pathways in their brain, and it gives them more experience when they start learning to talk and learning to express themselves. And I also encourage them to stay very closely connected to their children's school in kindergarten and beyond.
Hi, my name is Seth Johnson. I came to the Urban League looking for an opportunity, but what I discovered was there's much more than that here. The program that I was enrolled in is called the BUILD program. The BUILD program essentially is a pre-apprenticeship class that prepares people to be able to enter the construction trades at a rate that is much higher than those who try on their own. Some of the training that we received was soft skills such as effective communication, being able to work together as a team, pre-apprenticeship math, and the OSHA 10 certification. They've shown me all the different trades that they have to offer, so like boilermakers, pipe fitters. The continued support is what really has me standing in front of you here today. I made some poor choices. There were a lot of doors that were closed to me because of that. Thanks to the Urban League and the BUILD program, I'm now able to look forward to a brighter future. It's given me an opportunity to get my life back and to be a productive member of society and to provide the kind of support for my family that I'd always been wanting to.
Godspeed, my love, until we meet again. You're always in my heart and every dream. Don't let this time apart give in to all our fears. God will keep us close from up above. So until we meet again, Godspeed, my love. God is with us all.